Hi there, I'm Ken Carson with the owners at Xybix, and today we're at Navigator 2023 here in Denver, Colorado, our hometown. So we got a bus behind me. We're taking a bunch of people to go tour our factory. So let's hop on the bus and go check out our shop.
So first thing I want to say is welcome to Xybix. Thank you guys for coming out and learning more about the stuff that goes into your centers and how it works and how we build it and meeting some of the people that do it. So we're really excited to show you our facility and our team, show you all of our different people that are experts in their areas that help build an awesome, long-lasting product for you guys to use, keep your people healthy, and keep them moving throughout the day so we get the best health benefits out of the sit-to-stand desk. We've got Adam, he's our VP of Operations, so he keeps things running. We've got Doug hiding back there. Doug is our VP of Sales. We've got Dustin Boris, he's our new production manager. And we've got Dryden Hutter, so he's in shipping warehouse. We've got Andy Barnett, he's in charge of purchasing and warehouse.
So Miles Salazar, I'm pretty new to the position as far as quality control goes, but we are implementing a lot of new things in the company and getting more organized and making the best possible product we can for you guys as our customers. So I'm just going to go through a couple key points on our developing quality management system. And one of the things is we're providing quality excellence through a consistent commitment to improvement, understanding, and optimizing our daily duties. And that's going through from the top to the bottom and everybody involved in the process of making the product. Our core values, which may have been seen on the website, work as one, innovate, we're serving each other within the departments and serving you guys as our customers. Exceeding in everything that we're doing and enjoying and celebrating our successes. The newest processes we have in place are our continuous inspection. So as you guys are touring the factory floor, you'll be seeing the guys and the ladies working on the product. They're looking at the product, they're inspecting it as they're building it. And then as quality control inspectors, we go through and see the finalized product and make sure that it's leaving the factory floor as good as it can be. And hopefully reduce the errors on your guys' side so it's easy setup and you guys can get to work and help save lives and all that kind of good stuff.
Let's go ahead and break into 2 groups of 8, or at least pretty close to that. And then we're going to kind of rotate through some different stations. So we've got our design team, so the interior designers who do a lot of one-to-one work with you guys on a designing a room. We've got engineering. They're going to show you some of the cool stuff they do, not only from taking the orders and getting them ready for the machines to go to the floor, but also designing new products and inventing the next generation of comfort. Because in this world, we know everything's always changing. Just look at monitors in the last couple of years. We've got all kinds of crazy monitor sizes. So we've had to revamp our whole roller vision to be able to handle any different size monitor. So stuff like that. Luckily, the human body has stayed about the same. So ergonomics is very consistent. As long as we have the right focal depths, heights, stuff like that, we can get people very comfortable at stations. So we've got to make sure all this new equipment, we can adapt to the person to optimize the ergonomics. And that's always been one of our biggest focuses, is fitting people to the station as best as possible. So anyway, let's break into a couple groups and then we'll get started.
So we've got a whole bunch of solar panels on top of this building here. My brother's kind of a geek about it, so he has an app and it shows him on the app how much power we're making. This is a great time of year for us. We bring in a lot of power. We put some back into the grid, but it's nice to have. This is Inga. We appreciate and love Inga. She's here picking up the phone, answering it, getting things taken care of. It's kind of old-fashioned nowadays for a lot of businesses. They want to run you through the tree or whatever, but we've got Inga here taking care of that. So.
Well, welcome to the design department of Xybix. These are some of our designers. Some of the other ones are working from home right now. They rotate through the schedules here. So with the design department, what they'll do, they work, as you heard from Kenny, they work really closely with you. So if you don't have a project with us yet, you'll talk to the salesperson, they come out, they get a measurement of your room, and they'll bring it back and put that package together for the designer. The designer reads everything, looks at your room, looks at the video and the pictures they've taken, looks at all the equipment that's on your desks, and what the difference between supervisor, call taker, and they have to interpret all that. So I want you to be really comfortable. They're ready for you to look at their desk. They've got drawings up on their screens. We'll just take a few moments for you to interact with each of them, and they can show you how they draw, how they design. We design in Revit. So Revit is a 3D model from Autodesk. Allows them to draw in 2D and 3D at the same time. So when you're looking at your drawing with them, they're able to look at the desk, they're able to rearrange the desk for you and say, what about this? And we want you to revise it, right? We want you to change, make it really yours. So they're ready to do that. And what we really love about this team, they're professional. They know exactly what they're doing. Every designer has a degree in interior design with a specialty in space planning. This is what we do a lot of. So when we talk about the fit, we're talking about how does the desk fit the user who's sitting there, but then how do we fit all the equipment on the desk? That's a really big challenge for us. And then once we figure out that desk, we have to figure out how to fit the desk into the room, or the 30 or 5 or even 2 desks in a really tiny space. How do we do that? So it's all about a friendship and a partnership with you, and that's what we wanted you to do today on this tour, is to meet some people who are your partners or potential partners if you reach out to us.
All right, let's work our way over to our engineering department. So follow me.
I'm the engineering supervisor here. My name's Zach. And I kind of focus on the project processing side of things. So just like in design, where every designer gets a specific folder or a specific project, you get one designer for one project. Here in engineering is the same way. So we get one engineer that works over the entire project. And so we see everything for that customer and for that project as we go through. Kind of starts as a drawing from design, as you guys know. And once we get it, we look at what it's going to take to convert that to manufacturing. What that means is that we're going to look at what we need to do to tell manufacturing how to build it, how to cut it, how to work with it. So if we have a cabinet, for example, we say, okay, you know, we've got this rectangle. It's pretty simple, right? And we say, well, it takes these 6 pieces, the door, the sides, and all that. And we use a software called Router Sim that then nests it on a sheet of material. So we optimize it using that way, and then we send it down. We also focus a lot on custom stuff. So if the customer request is for a custom, similar to product development, we're customer driven in that sense, where we get a special order for a custom cabinet. Well, we now need to take our standard cabinet and modify it so that it works the best way to meet those requirements for that custom cabinet.
I am in product development here. So we do a variety of projects, some small, some large. A lot of them are customer driven, and then we also come up with some of our own ideas to improve the product. So one that's customer driven we're working on right now is small form factor mounts. So seen a lot smaller computers, so we don't need as big of cabinets to house full size computers. So this is a solution we have here. It's a pretty versatile bracket. It has a Velcro strap, and then it can also bolt into the back if there's mounting holes there.
What you're looking at right now is all of our CNC machines that make all the products and get them to the different departments to ship out. So everything starts here. Everything gets cut, put onto a rack, and then it goes to its different homes. I'm going to show you where all the tops go, but all the cabinets basically are made on this side. They roll through, they get put on a cart, they then get kitted, then they get built. I'm going to walk you through to the glue department now to show you what the process is there. You want to follow me? All right, so we're in here. The glue room's over there. Basically, we do 2 things in the glue room. We spray the glue on the tiles for your cubicles, and then put the fabric on, bring it out here. It gets QC'd and cleaned up. Rolling through here, I'm going to show you kind of where the surfaces come out at. As you can see, the surfaces are getting put on these racks after they get a light coat of glue on them. The glue has to set up for a certain amount of time. Then it comes onto this amazing machine right here, and this is Burkle. Burkle is very, very awesome. It allows us to make very unique shapes for you that are more appealing to the eye. And last I heard, fun fact is, when we purchased this machine, we were the only company in America that had it. So that's pretty cool too. You have several laminates that you can see that we have options for you guys. It allows us to be more efficient. You just change the color in seconds. All right, I'll take you to the next area. This is the cabinet department. What we do to help efficiency, and this is part of some of that pit crew stuff I was talking about, is we've made it very easy for the guys to pull their parts, walk to their station, start building their cabinet, get it glued. Then it goes into a press for 15 minutes. After it's in the press for the 15 minutes, it can come out. When it comes out, we throw hardware on it. Then we call quality. Miles is, he talked to you guys earlier about quality. He is doing great things for our company and you as the end customer. Before it gets palletized and put into the racks for shipments, he inspects every single cabinet. So that way we know it's leaving here in the best shape it can. So that way it cuts down on problems when it gets to you guys in the field and everything's running smooth. Installs are happening quickly and we're getting out of there and you're getting to use your product quicker. If you turn right around, now we're in shipping. So everything that goes on over here is related to ship outs. We do FedEx shipments every single day. We have a great warranty, as you guys know. So if you call and say, hey, my heater's not working, we get the paperwork in, comes down here, we pull the parts, we get them shipped out to you in a timely fashion. And then on Friday is big truck day. So that's when your shipments would go out. So we back into this dock door, truck driver comes in, talks to Doug in shipping here. He makes him show him his paperwork. He verifies his paperwork, stating that it's the same job. He sends the trucker back out, starts pulling the product out of the rack, loads the truck, lets the driver know it's ready for inspection. Driver comes back in, makes sure everything's secure in his truck because ultimately he's responsible for making sure it shows up to you guys in one piece. He signs off that it's strapped down correctly. We throw a tracking device in so that way if the truck breaks down on the side of the road in New Mexico, we get a notification, hey, this truck hasn't moved in 5 hours. We start making our phone calls. By tracking the loads, we are able to recover from a potential disaster, which then would affect your install time and make you not very happy. It's nice meeting everyone and thanks for coming out today. We appreciate you.
So here in the warehouse, which you guys were just looking at in production, we like to be a week to 2 weeks ahead of production so we can get orders pulled and ready for all the different departments that you guys were looking at. Our main project in the warehouse right now is barcoding. So we've got a majority of the rack locations labeled. We're working on getting the individual part barcodes made for all the parts that we have. The end result of that project is we're gonna be going more towards the digital side and less on the paperwork. So everything received through the door onto the stocking location will be received through handhelds. And then on the flip side is everything that we pull from the stocking to the carts for production will be pulled through handhelds as well. Back here in the corner, we have a couple of sub-assembly workers. What they work on is the smaller components for your tables. A couple examples that we have is the fans that you guys would have on your workstations. This is built from scratch of all the raw materials that we have. They build that back here, as well as all the monitor mounts for your roller vision stations is all built back here as well.
So I want to thank you guys for coming on our tour. It's really neat. I really enjoyed me personally walking around and listening to my teammates talk about what they do and how they do everything. I kind of walk through it day to day and don't always see down to the details, so it's fantastic seeing all the thought that's put into design, all the thought that's put into engineering, all the thought that's put in on our production floor. And so it was really good for me just to sit back and do that. So I want to thank everyone for coming out here and doing this. We appreciate you guys coming out, and I want to thank for the people watching this on video. Thank you very much for watching this video. So if you got any questions, hit us up. We're here to help.